Today we are here in Parque Lleras. We're going to be doing a little walk around just to give you a feel for what the park or what the area is looking like these days. We want to really answer the question of why it's so quiet. It's January 2020 as this video is being recorded, and it's possibly the quietest that we've seen Parque Lleras. And before we get into it, this is a new channel, so obviously any help we can get with likes and subscriptions are much appreciated. Now, one of the things about Parque Lleras is that it's probably only of interest or mainly of interest to people who are coming here for the first time, or people who are coming down here maybe for a week, 2 weeks max. For those of us who've lived here longer, Parque Lleras isn't really on the radar. It's not somewhere that we'd be really considering going to. There's a lot of better areas in the city to go out, but Parque Lleras is the tourist nightlife centre, so we're going to have a little chat about that. Okay, so Parque Lleras is, or was, I should say, was a very prestigious area, maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago. Okay, so this was an area where the elites of the city went to party. So you'd have the really luxurious nightclubs, bars, events. They would take place in this part of the city. Uh, Now, obviously, about 10 years ago, or even less, some would say 5 years ago, there's been a huge influx of foreigners into the area, or into Colombia in general. Um, and in Jerez, this influx has been very pronounced because the hotels and the hostels tend to be around this area. Okay, so the majority of those early foreigners who arrived were backpackers. So they'd be coming in just for a few nights and wanted to sample the party atmosphere. Now, this obviously didn't go down so well with the upper class or the elite party goer in Medellin, who, quite frankly, were very put off by this kind of backpacker or foreigner crowd coming in who were wearing their shorts and sleeveless tops. Okay, so they started to migrate to other areas, to Las Palmas, to more exclusive parts of the city, more exclusive nightclubs, for example. And what was left was uh, a largely touristic area. Okay, now obviously with this touristic area came the money that comes with foreign currency, and with that foreign currency coming into the country came the people who want some of that foreign currency. Okay, so you have the girls coming in, you have guys coming in who are just trying to sell products, and of course you have the prices in the clubs and in the bars going up and up and up. Okay, so Parque Lleras, the prices are ridiculous compared to most parts of the city. Okay, prices are, you're looking at two, three, four, five times the price for beers, for whiskey, or for if you want to get rum. Most of these places they're requiring you to buy a seat basically. So if you want a table, you're gonna have to pay 150,000 pesos just to sit down. You won't find that in any other part of the city. So what's happening is this is pushing a lot of the regular Colombians, they're priced out of the market. They don't want to go there, first of all, because it's, well, in Colombian terms, they call it Gringoland or Gringolandia. Okay, because as you can see in this video, probably it's 50-50 between Colombians and foreigners. But I mean, on any given night, there might be 1,000 foreigners in the city, and that's being generous. It's probably about 500, but we'll say 1,000 out of a city of 4 million people. That's 1 in 4,000 people are a foreigner. Whereas here in Parque Lleras, you're looking at about 50-50. So you can see it's very disproportional. Okay, now from speaking to girls, Colombian girls, they're a little bit wary about coming out in Parque Lleras because of the reputation. Because people will think that they're going for money, they're looking for somebody who has a bit of money. Of course, that's not the case in the vast majority of cases, but that's the impression that they don't want to give to their friends and family. Now, the other thing is, what I'm going to do, I'll make a video where I talk to a few Colombians and they'll explain this better. But you have the situation where a lot of Colombian girls are being approached by guys who think that they're working girls. Okay, and as you can imagine, this pisses them off a little bit. So they're not coming. The Colombian guys obviously aren't coming, and as a result, you get quiet nights like this.